everybody, welcome to Jasmine's Way. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, make sure to like, comment, and hit that notification button so you'll be notified each and every time we upload a new video. So today I have with me Taurus. Say hi, Taurus.
Hi.
Yes, and today is a very, very special Jasmine's Way video. So in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, Torrance and I will be driving and taking you on this experience with us. So we're going to be going to the west side of Chicago to visit the apartment building. We won't be able to go inside, but we'll be outside of the apartment building in which Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stayed in with his family. Okay, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. came to Chicago and stayed at this location that we're going to be going to, which is 1500 block of South Hamlin. And he came here in January 26, 1966. And he came here to assist with other activists who were fighting against slum landlords in Chicago, fair and open housing so that, blacks could, be able to move and choose where they wanted to live. A lot of blacks, they were forced to live in what they considered as the ghettos in Chicago. Blacks were in overcrowded schools and jobs, low-paying jobs were the fight as well. So, just a little bit about Chicago. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said that when he came to Chicago, Chicago was actually one of the most racist places he had ever been to. He did say that. Chicago still is pretty segregated in regards to various groups kind of living within their own clusters. Now, right now we are in Hyde Park. We just finished getting Torrance some shoes, and this community on the south side is like one of the most diverse communities in Chicago. Now, there are other groups trying to move into certain other areas, but like I said before, in Chicago, you'll see kind of clusters of groups living. Like you'll see the black communities, you'll see the Hispanic communities, you'll see the Chinatown where the Asians live, et cetera, et cetera. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this video. All right. Okay, so right now I'm not in Hyde Park anymore. I'm actually still on the south side of Chicago. We haven't made it quite yet to the west side. But I wanted to bring you guys down this particular way on Stony. It's going northbound on Stony into the Jackson Park community, which is primarily black. And it's the community in which the Obama Center is being built. Now we are starting to see other ethnic groups move into this community, which may be a bit of a concern for many because of the fact that we know that with the Obama Center being built here, taxes are going to go up. And will that force some of the black families who have been living here, will it possibly force them to have to move and seek housing somewhere else, which is also, if you all are aware of gentrification, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. These are just all my opinions. So I'm going to fast forward so you guys can see where the Obama Center is being built. I promise you guys we're going to make it to the west side of Chicago. All right, so we are approaching the Obama Center, and I am excited that the Obama Center is being built in Chicago on the south side. I am excited about that. And I know that former President Barack Obama asked for it to be built on the south side, and I know it will bring jobs to this community, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. Now we are at where the Obama Center is being built. They're building the Obama Center right here. They are building the Obama Center for our first black president. They're building that for him right here. This is around 62nd and Stony Island on the south side of Chicago. Building that for President Obama. All right, now we are on our way to the west side to see the apartment building that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stayed in with his family in 1966. Let's go. I am driving northbound on Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. It's a beautiful bike trail that I love to ride, and you will see us approaching downtown. So yes, we're leaving from the south side on our way to the west side of Chicago. You can see downtown Chicago to the right of us. I love downtown Chicago. Love it. We are approaching our exit that we need to get off on in order to arrive at our destination, which is the apartment building that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stayed in with his family in 1966. We are now on the west side of Chicago. We are getting closer and closer to the location. Once again, this is the west side of Chicago. We are visiting the apartment that Dr. King and his family stayed in when he came to Chicago to continue his fight for equality. This is the neighborhood that Dr. King was living in when he came to Chicago to help fellow activists fight against slum landlords in Chicago, fair and open housing. You know, blacks were forced to kind of live in what they called the ghettos, overcrowded schools, and low-paying jobs. And he came here in January 26, 1966. He brought his whole family, and they stayed in an apartment building on the west side of Chicago. And I'm going to put the address up so you can see it. And we're on our way to that actual apartment building now. Torrance is asleep in the back right now. But yeah, on the west side of Chicago again. Chicago, Illinois. All right, oh God, now I'm about to get confused. Okay, so let's see. Can I go down this spot? No. Oh. Right, so this is the actual block that Dr. King and Coretta Scott and their children resided in when they came to Chicago in January 2026, 1966, west side of Chicago. All right, y'all on the west side of Chicago. Yes, we are. Are here. appears they dedicated this to him. Dr. King Legacy Apartments. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Torrance. All right, so we are out here, the outside of the apartment building that Dr. King actually stayed at. This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. And it appears they were on the top floor. So let's get a look up there. And of course, this is not the way the actual building. They, of course, have, you know, changed some things to it. But look at this. See Dr. King, Torrance? Can't see that. That's Dr. King and Coretta Scott in the window.
We're not supposed to do that.
It's okay. We'll be okay. Torrance telling me we're not supposed to do that. I know. Mommy just trying to get a picture of it. Look at that little boy looking up at Dr. King. Wow. Thank you so much. The actual building that Dr. Martin Luther King stayed in with his family. Of course, it's been remodeled, but same block, same building, same place Dr. King stood. And this is the block, as you can see. Westside of Chicago. Let's remember him and keep his legacy alive. Thank you, Dr. King, for everything that you did. And for everyone else who fought. These young men right here with him are all activists as well. Thank you, Coretta Scott, everyone. Thank you so much. Torrance, and we're gonna walk and see what's at the end of the block. It's really, really cold out here too. Okay, and we see they have Dr. King also there as well. Yes, yep, it's all a part of the building. Yep.
This is viewing.
Well, they dedicated it in his memory. So, okay, so Center MLK, our housing exhibit. Okay, I'm gonna walk inside of there and see if they let us come in. I surely am. All right, let's go over here. Hopefully you.
Remember him?
Yes. So this is this picture right here is the building. That building part right there, the Dr. King, I believe that's the section of the building he stayed in. I'm going to ask. But Dr. Martin Luther King, when he came to Chicago to help fight for rights, he stayed on this block in this building. Can you believe it? With his family. Can you believe that, Torrance?
Yeah.
So you're standing right where Dr. King was at before. Okay? All right, let's go on the inside. All right, I'm gonna see if they allow us to come in the inside. Yeah, we're gonna try to go in. Let's go in and see.
Wait, do they let people in?
Well, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna find out. Oh, they're closed. They're closed. They're closed. Well, we can't go in, but Fair Housing Exhibit Center. We're gonna have to come back here with another day, another time. Let's get going, Torrance. We are about to leave. We're about to leave, and we're gonna go home. I hope you guys really enjoyed this experience. And let's just do something in remembrance of Dr. King on his special day. All right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to Jasmine's Way, please make sure you subscribe today. Peace. Say bye, Torrance.
Bye.